The seventh sitting of the Consultative Forum of the Turks and Caicos met yesterday, April 13th in Grand Turk at the NJS Francis Building under new chairperson Lillian Mizik. First on the agenda was Kate Sullivan, constitutional advisor, who made a presentation on constitutional reform. Next to speak was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Dalton Jones, who gave members of the forum an update on the public servants' pay cut and how they arrived at 10%.
Faced with these prospects, the government was forced to examine options on both revenue and expenditure sides to close the gap between revenue and expenditure. There is a need for urgent action. This is especially the case since by the end of the month, we will be at the end of our traditionally highest revenue collection period. Revenue will decline while costs will remain fixed, thereby worsening short-term cash flow difficulties. The Ministry of Finance will continue to explore areas to cut costs. There are only a few options available to us, including rent reduction, cuts to scholarship budget, and further travel reduction, cost reduction. With public sector salaries and wages costing around 60 to 65% of recurrent revenue, it was clear that we had to effect cuts there if we were to make any serious effort to help close the projected deficit. In arriving at the 10% cut across the board, we reviewed various scenarios to deliver a meaningful contribution to deficit reduction. Given the structure of the civil service, where most of the 1,705 employees make less than $50,000 per month, we concluded that a meaningful and equitable savings could only be achieved through a general 10% reduction. Equity was assured by cutting allowances, which are only paid to, in most instances, to the higher paid employees. It should be noted that no employees will be paid below the minimum wage as a result of the reduction to salaries and wages. Madam Chair, I want to assure you and members of the forum that the decision to reduce salaries and wages was not taken lightly. Had there been another option available to us, we'd have taken it. The simple reality is that we cannot continue to spend money that we do not have. We are trying to manage our finances in extremely difficult circumstances. There is no easy answer. The combination of our significant debt financing burden, outstanding bills, and the continuing adverse impact of the economic recession that reduces our key revenue streams means that we must take unusually tough decisions if we are to put our house in order.
The Proceeds of Crime Amendment Bill 2010, the Children Care and Adoption Bill 2010, Private Investigators and Security Guards Amendment Bill, National Health Insurance Amendment Bill, Summary Offenses Amendment Bill, the Eurodome Security Charge Validation Bill, the Eurodome Use Fees Validation Bill 2010, the Passenger Tax Amendment Bill, the Passenger Tax Validation Bill 2010, and the Airports Authority Amendment Bill were also discussed. We will have more from that meeting in a subsequent newscast. For WIV4 News, I'm Takara Bain.